Hi everyone, I've got a book about Australian animals to read to you today. It's called Silly Galah and it's written by Bryan Echidna. He doesn't eat meals with a knife and fork or nibble like you and me, but uses the snout he carries about to snuffle up ants for his tea. Can you see he has a big, long, curly tongue to eat up his ants? What's this one? Crocodile. Crocodile waits on the riverbank, watching creatures like me and you. It's not out of respect, it's just that he's checked if we look like one mouthful or two. Have you seen one of these black and white birds outside? It's called a magpie. Magpies strut around like kings in black and white feathery suits. Their manner and song are both loud and strong. They're such Aussie bossy boots. And the animal that's on the purple door of our kinder, the possums. The ringtail possum is fond of her tail, which is curly and whirly and strong. She swings if she pleases among leafy trees for berries and fruit all night long. Can you see the stars? She comes out at night time. She's a nocturnal animal. Another noisy bird, cockatoo. When cockatoos gather around to chat, up close or out in a clearing, they set themselves down, nod to others around, and screech like they're all hard of hearing. Have you seen this animal before? It's called a sea lion. See the slithery sea lion. Her body's kind of flippery. She catches dinner in her mouth, 'cause fish are kind of slippery. Tree frog. Tree frog green like shiny jelly. Hasn't got a button on his little froggy belly. Do you have a belly button? What's this one sleeping up in a tree? Koala. In the treetops high above, koala quietly snoozes. She picks a bunch of leaves for lunch, then settles back and chooses. Do you know the type of gum leaf that a koala? It's a gum leaf. Kookaburra. He's the bird you can't ignore on plain or bushland hilly, for he's the one just out for fun and laughs himself quite silly. This is an animal you might not have seen before. It's called a quokka. On a small sandy island that's circled by sea live big quackers, little quackers, 1, 2, 3. They all get along, the one with the other, for each is a sister, a cousin or brother. So they live on an island, all of them are one big family. This animal is on our orange door at our kinder and it's called a bilby. It looks a bit like a rabbit but has a long pointy nose, long ears and a long tail that's a bit fluffy on the end. Bilby doesn't like to squat on desert sand when it's hot, so his burrow's cool and round, nice and deep below the ground. And a bird with a long neck that doesn't fly, it's an emu. Emu is a fattish mound of feathers on 2 legs with stripy, fluffy babies from largish greenish eggs. He also has 2 goggly eyes with which to peer and peek and is thought of as a sort of nosy sticky beak. My favourite animal, all the dolphins know that this is my favourite, a platypus. It doesn't matter, platypus, that you're a funny mix-up. You're rarely seen in rivers green, for nothing of you sticks up. He's always swimming under the water in the rivers. We know this one. This is on our green door at kinder, a wombat. She mightn't look sleek, and when on her feet, she rocks side to side as she strolls, but she's slow and she's steady and ever so ready to dig and to burrow in holes. Wombats live underground. Do you know this kind of bird? It's called a Gala. Hooray, hurrah, the pink Gala is an acrobatic circus star. Above the ground, upside down, a whirling, twirling, crazy clown. He sets off such a brouhaha, cheeky, beaky, silly Galah. He's like the same on our front cover. This is a big bird you might have seen in Finding Nemo. It's called a pelican. A pelican likes to swim about and fill his beak with fishes. That shows that he's clever, for he never needs to think of dishes. This is a big lizard. It's called a frill neck lizard because He has a big frill around his head. It's lucky that Lizard isn't vain with mirrors about the place. I'm sure he wouldn't like it much if he could see his face. For when this lizard's frightened, he lifts his frill and spits. And if he saw just how he looked, he'd scare himself to bits. And our last one, Kangaroo. The bound-along-roo, as you may know, has a tail she's awfully keen on. And if it wasn't as long and wasn't as strong, what would she possibly lean on? Can you see when the kangaroo's standing up straight? She holds her tail on the ground. It helps her to balance. And they hold it out to help them balance when they're hopping too. The end. I've got a little poem about an Australian animal that we saw in the story. Can you see what it is? It's a little koala. So while we're counting to this song, we're going to count to 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can help to hold your fingers up as we do this story together. One koala up a gum tree, eating eucalyptus leaves. Here comes another one, just like the other one, climbing, climbing, up, up, up. So now we've got 1 and 2. So you can hold your fingers up like this. 2 koalas up a gum tree, eating eucalyptus leaves. Here comes another one, just like the other one, climbing, climbing, up, up, up. 3 fingers. Last one. 3 koalas up a gum tree, eating eucalyptus leaves. Here comes another one, just like the other one, climbing, climbing, up, up, up. Now we've got 4 fingers. Can you hold 4 like this? 4 koalas up a gum tree, eating eucalyptus leaves. When they're finished with their snack, they curl right up and take a nap. Bye-bye.